Hey everyone, Leafie here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are doing another building video on SMP. However, today it's not for my benefit, it's for Chugga's. So it's another one of these base videos, but today we're doing it in a cave. So I decided to build this for Chugga because he literally builds me things all the time and I barely ever build him something, or so I felt like I kind of had to build him something. Plus it's coming up to almost 3 years of us being friends, which is a bit frustrating. Why am I friends with him? And why? Who made that decision? So anyways, I thought this was going to be kind of cool because it kind of starts off at this geode and then it goes down into this massive cave, which I had to blow up. It wasn't always a massive cave, It was like a little cave and then I made it bigger. So basically what I'm doing here is just going around, fixing up the geode, putting lights in there, making it look nice so that, you can chill up there. It's not like you don't enter through there, but it's like as you enter it, you can see it, you know what I mean? So, we want to make it look presentable. So you can see that massive cave there. That was not there. I did that. So then, here we are. This is arguably the best part of the build, the main part of the build, and it's literally a staircase, okay? But the reason why it's the main part is because, it takes you from the geode all the way to the bottom, and it took probably the longest to do, actually, out of everything. And it's just, I think it looks really good. I mean, I kind of didn't have a plan for it. I just kind of was placing blocks here, there, and everywhere. So it's literally just some oak slabs, and then just every now and again some stairs, and then also some stripped logs behind some of the planks and stuff, and then just regular oak logs to hold up the lanterns and that to make it look like posts. So yeah, I just kind of, like I said, went along with it. I didn't have a plan of what I was going to do. There is no point throughout all of this that I thought, hey, yeah, this is going according to plan, because there wasn't a plan. I just blew up a cave and went with it. So this is the bottom of the cave. This is where everything else is going to be. So yeah. So I just added some grass in to make it look a bit more natural. So there's also some little patches of grass everywhere. So I decided to obviously make these look nice, make them try and look as natural as possible, and add some flowers, some bone meal to make it look, like I said, even more real. Then just filled in gaps with some stripped logs just to make it look less empty, I suppose. Just so that it wasn't just a large gaping hole and you could see underneath the stairs, because it was ugly under there, so I just had to cover it up. This didn't take long, and it also just made it look 100 times better. So I'm at the other side of the stairs now, making another patch of grass, which will later be something else. So here I am just making more stairs going down. Basically, whenever you drop down a block, there's stairs, okay? Because I didn't know what else to do. I made this little pool thing, this little pond. Fun fact, I put glow squids in here. I'm pretty sure you'll see them in a second. I put glow squids in there, 2 glow squids, and they both despawn, so don't get too attached. And I could have respawned them. I could have just put new ones there, but I didn't. I was too lazy. I couldn't be bothered. So I made this nice little campfire scenery here. I thought that looked pretty nice. Yeah. Overall, it was looking good so far. So I put in some coral. I put in red and yellow because that was the original colours of Chugga's skin. And here are the glow squids. Yeah, don't get too attached. They never had names, so it makes it easier on me. Yeah. So this is that thing where I was talking about what will be on that other patch of grass. It's basically a waterfall with then a stream coming down from the waterfall to make it like a little tiny river type thing. I thought this was an alright idea. I mean, it doesn't look as good as the rest of the build, but it was an alright addition. There was nothing else really that could go there, so yeah. And then, so I was just testing where I was in the world, because I didn't actually know, and luckily for me, it was somewhere that we knew. It was next to that hotel thingy that we built, so I blew up a hole to make a staircase, and I cut a lot of that out, and then I had to basically add more land, because I blew it up into the water, and you can't have a staircase coming up from water, obviously. So yeah, I filled in the land and then just put some more stairs there. Basically just did the same again, just placed random blocks everywhere, and it looked okay. So there we are. You can see the little hotel thing, so luckily it is somewhere that we know and not just in the middle of the earth somewhere, which would have been unfortunate, but you know, luckily for us we don't have to deal with that. And then here I am just sectioning off all of the other little caves that I didn't want to deal with because I just felt like they was unnecessary, and yeah, I just felt like it'd be better if I just sectioned that part off and then just left it as it was. And I decided that it'd be good to put a nice little like lake thing here. I don't know what you call it, but water. So I filled the entire top layer with mud, and then obviously evened out the water on top of it, obviously to make it, you know, filled with water. So this didn't take very long at all because literally all I had to do was place down blocks and fill it with water, and you know, add some little lights in there so it wasn't just like fully dark. But it was, again, a nice little addition, and there was nothing else physically that I could put in a large gaping hole, so I just felt like this was the best option, and it turned out, you know, to look kind of alright. And you know, so then I just went around adding more stairs, placing mud everywhere, trying to make it look half decent, and I just hate seeing empty spaces, so I was just trying to fill it with grass and mud and everything that I could, and just try and make it look half decent, which I think it came out okay. In my opinion, but you know, whatever. And then, so yeah, I just added like more grass around to make it look, again, more natural, even though you don't really get grass in a cave, but it's okay, I don't mind. Yeah, just added planks everywhere to make it look, again, less like just empty, you know. And then I wanted to I wanted to place more things around, so I decided to put these mangrove leaves around because I thought they was good. And then evened out the entire ceiling, which was a very long, boring process, so I'm not showing you all of the footage because it was absolutely horrendous. And then just did the same to some walls, you know, just evened out some walls, making it look a bit nicer. So it wasn't just literally like looking like I had literally just blown it up, which is what I did. You know, it's fine. Then I added some more lighting everywhere because it was still looking quite dark. So I thought, hey, I'll put some more lanterns. And then these frog lights, I really love these. I don't know if they have like an actual purpose or whatever, but I just like using them as lights. And so I kind of have a different light in each section. Like in the geode is the pink ones, here is the yellow ones because I thought they fit in nicely with the mud and the mangrove. And then over here we have the green ones because it was the only colour left, but I still think it looks okay. You know, it literally, there was no reason for the green, it just was the only one left. And then I added more lanterns, and then I basically started cutting out a hole in the wall for something else that's gonna go here. So here I decided to do this like scenery type thing with like a campfire and some logs and this nice blue sky, and then just put glass around it, so basically like it's like an item frame, I suppose. I don't know what you'd call it really, but I thought this looked nice, and I don't really, there wasn't really a reason behind this build, I just kind of wanted to do it and thought it looked okay, and so did it. I was thinking about putting armor stands with mine and Chugga's heads on them, but I don't actually know how to get the heads. Only Chugga can do that, and if I asked Chugga for them, then he'd probably know what I was doing, and I couldn't be bothered, so I just basically just left that part out, and just, yeah. I added mud bricks for the framing because I thought they looked nice and it fit in with everything else, and then just put some glass panes to finish it off, you know, add a frame around it so it can't get ruined and it's like sectioned off from everything else. Then on the opposite wall I decided to cut out another bit and add this like picnic table, I suppose you could call it, basically just like 2 chairs, a table, and then a flower pot on the table. This was actually harder than I thought it was going to be. Like, it wasn't difficult, but it was like, it took longer than I thought because I had to use pistons and things, because I wanted the flower pot on top of the table, which was obviously, you know, just not straightforward, of course. And then after I did all that with the pistons, it was pretty much done. I mean, this is the last thing I did on the build, and I thought it looked okay. I added the puppy because I thought it looked nice with the flower on the table, and the puppy is just what me and Sugar used to give each other all the time. But anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please consider subscribing, as it's totally free, and like the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, guys!